Long before Barbra Eden became one of television's most beloved stars, she was a young woman fighting to survive in an industry built on rejection, impossible beauty standards, and constant pressure. Millions remember her as the magical Jeannie from I Dream of Jeannie, but very few know how painful and humiliating her journey to fame truly was.
I bring me, but, I bring that little piece of me that seems to understand what being a 2030-year-old Jeannie is.
Born during the Great Depression in 1931, Barbra grew up in a world filled with uncertainty. Her parents divorced when she was only a child, and her mother struggled to raise her while moving from city to city searching for stability. Money was tight, but Barbra's home was filled with music, laughter, and imagination. Those early years shaped the determination that would later carry her through Hollywood's darkest moments. Even as a little girl, Barbra loved performing. She sang in church choirs, studied music seriously as a teenager, and eventually trained in acting after her mother realized something important. She believed Barbra had talent, but needed emotional depth to truly connect with audiences. That advice changed everything. After winning the Miss San Francisco pageant in 1951, Barbra decided to chase her dream in Los Angeles. But Hollywood was far crueler than she expected. By day, she ran from audition to audition hoping for a breakthrough. By night, she worked at a bank just to pay her bills. She lived with relatives because she could not afford a place of her own. Then came the moment that nearly destroyed her confidence forever. During an early meeting with a Warner Brothers executive, Barbra proudly explained her acting experience and theater training. Instead of encouraging her, the executive looked at her and said she simply was not Hollywood enough. He even compared her body to another woman's photo and suggested she should forget acting, return home, and marry a nice man instead. For a young actress trying desperately to succeed, the humiliation was devastating. Barbra later admitted she cried afterward and seriously considered giving up on Hollywood completely. But instead of letting the rejection destroy her, she made a life-changing decision. If she could not fit Hollywood's narrow image of beauty, she would focus on becoming the best actress she could possibly be. That mindset slowly opened doors. She began appearing on television shows like I Love Lucy, Perry Mason, Gunsmoke, and The Andy Griffith Show. Behind the scenes, however, she still faced uncomfortable advances from powerful men in the industry. Barbra refused to compromise her values for career opportunities, even when it could have cost her valuable connections. Her breakthrough finally arrived when she starred alongside Elvis Presley in Flaming Star. The role brought her national attention and proved she could stand beside major Hollywood stars. But nothing could prepare her for the role that would define her forever. In 1965, NBC cast her in I Dream of Jeannie. Producers instantly recognized something special about her warmth, charm, and natural screen presence. Almost overnight, Barbra Eden became one of the most recognizable women in America. Ironically, the same industry that once told her she was not attractive enough now built an entire television empire around her image. But while the world saw glamour and success, Barbra was quietly battling heartbreak behind the scenes. She endured the devastating loss of a baby late in pregnancy, survived painful divorces, and later faced every parent's nightmare when her son Matthew struggled with addiction for years before tragically dying from a heroin overdose in 2001. Many celebrities disappear after fame fades, but Barbra Eden refused to let tragedy define her life. She continued acting, writing, speaking publicly about addiction awareness, and connecting with fans across generations. Even into her 90s, she remained active and deeply respected as one of the last true icons of television's golden age. Her story is not just about fame. It is about resilience. It is about surviving rejection, heartbreak, and unimaginable loss without giving up. Barbra Eden proved that success is not about fitting someone else's definition of perfection. It is about refusing to quit when the world tells you that you are not enough. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe to Hollywood Bulletin and press the bell icon for more unforgettable Hollywood stories and hidden truths behind your favorite stars.